Hey everyone, welcome to this tutorial. We will create this mask and why this tutorial is super important for you. So this tutorial will enable you to create this mask, which will enable you to create more complex designs like that. And once you can do this, it's basically you will learn all the fundamentals to be able to create even more complex shapes and masks, something like that if you wish to. Let's start with this very basic mask here. So what you want to do is you want to go to CG Trader, just type in head, female, male as you want, and yeah, there are a lot of free ones, also link in the description of this particular one, and just download this. And once you have that OBJ file, we will import append it, and let's bring this guy to the right position. But because we just imported an OBJ, we can't do anything with it, so it's perfect for reference. But if you want to work further with it, you have to convert it in Moai 3D or something into a step file and then import it, and then you can work further. But in this tutorial, we don't need it. So just import it and also search for an image here from the side and from the front. So just something that you like, but I will just go with that. So something very simple from a woman, but we will just use it very, very roughly. So import append and just import that girl here and press M, front and opacity. Okay. And let's just adjust the size a little bit with SS and just bring it here into the position so the eyes are kind of on the same level, but that's already fine, you see, because that's a girl. They have smaller chins, the guy has a bigger chin, so we will really just use it as a very, very rough reference, which will be absolutely fine for us here. So I call this here guy. Awesome. So once we have set up everything, we can start with the modeling. And first of all, so I will not go into every super little detail because I've explained everything in this course in my pro membership, where you will have access to a lot of really premium tutorials for just a few bucks. So we will have to first create, kind of the very main shape and form with curves and use surface modeling to create this cool little mask. So we will start with the spline curve and just very, very roughly create here some points. And that curve is dancing. So let's also bring it here to the front so we see the points a little bit better. And now just adjust the points and follow the shape, but don't follow the shape of the reference image, but rather here from the guy. So where the nose is. So also I will not do it like super exact here in this little tutorial. I just want to show you the technique. And also here where you have the mouth, maybe bring it a little bit more inside, because like this fabric, right, will be like tight, and move a bit towards the mouth. So you see we have here this rough shape. So into this curve, which we will also bring back again to the middle, we will create now a few more curves, which will go like that, right? So we will, if you see it already, we will get here this shape. So that's why I love surface modeling, and surface modeling is just absolutely amazing to create literally every shape and form on this planet because we have such a control. And what we have to do is we have to, with Shift A, create here some curves, which we will use in a second just to, so snap it always here from curve to curve. And this one can be a little bit further away. So so that just takes a little bit of experimentation. There is no right or wrong. And so we have something like that because we are doing this. So we can take our curve now and Shift C or search for cut curve, but I have it on Shift C. select the curve, Shift Z, and shift those 3 curves, and right click, because now you see we cut this long curve into our small little pieces, so we have much more control over them. And let's delete those pieces. And yeah, now really cool what we will do. We will take those curves and E for extrude and extrude that outwards, because we will use those sheets for creating some curves. So we have some planes, and this will just make our life easier. And also put this curve into a Ctrl G group and just call it cutting curves, just to stay, as always in my tutorial and courses, organized. Perfect. So now we need a Shift F curve, so a spline curve, a control point curve, which is for me on Shift F. If you want all of the shortcuts of plasticity and my individual ones, which are absolutely perfect in my opinion, because they are proven and tested for working fast, you find everything in the description. So snap it to this point and snap it on the edge. We need tangency here. Then snap once more on the face and again on the edge and to our last point. Perfect. So select this surface here and press space. So we have a construction plane which looks at the surface, because now with Control click or select them and G, but only on the X-axis, only on those 2 axes, we can adjust now our shape. And as you might guess, it just needs some experimentation and some adjustments here and there to get the right form. So I will just do something like that simple now, and Shift F. Let's continue here with the second. Snap to this intersection point and on the edge, and once more on the face and on the edge and back to the point. And let's hide the sheet, or bring it into a sheets group to stay organized, and hide it, and hide also this curve, so we can focus here on this little curve. Again, it will need some adjustments here and there. And let's loft those 2 curves, and you see that looks good. So we are intersecting here, but this is not a problem. And also we can select the sheet, bring it into sheets, and do our last time, Shift F, edge, snap onto face on the edge. And okay, this one here is, so here the same, Shift F and snap here at the face of the sheet, not the face of the guy. And perfect. So select this face, press spacebar, and hide those first 2 curves. So again, we can just adjust here our nice little curves a little bit, and again, it just needs some experimentation and stuff, but this will be, I guess, fine. So let's put this extrude into our sheets, Alt H to bring everything back. Let's loft those 3 curves and see what we get. And that's fine. We have here some tiny little bit of intersection, but for this tutorial, this is fine. And now, so we can loft it here, we have to combine those 2 edges and join them. And the same to do here at the bottom, select those 2, join them. And now, very simple, loft all of those 3 curves, Shift, and bring them here into these guiding lines. Perfect. And it's a lot of intersecting here, but we will anyway cut a lot of stuff away in a second. So what we will do right now is select those 3 curves, bring them into a group, call this group BC for building curves, hide it, and also those 2 as well to stay organized. And that looks absolutely perfect, guys. I hope you liked it, and see you in the next one. Just having some fun here with you in the tutorials. So now we have to, so we can basically hide our guy. We have to connect those here, but you can't just loft it, because first of all, we don't have tangency. So select this curve, press E and extrude that, and bring this curve into BC. And you could loft that, but you just have G1 continuity. So basically it's most of the time fine. But if we analyze the surface, you see you have like this break in the surface, and yeah, you see here extremely. I absolutely don't like this. I mean, this is like really, if you're a beginner, you don't have to do that. But I want G2 continuity. And again, everything is explained in my PDF, what continuity, tangency is and stuff. So yeah, download that with the shortcuts, like really valuable resource. But right now what we need to create some guiding curves. So just create here one line, and here you will see in a second why, because now we will use those two lines and search for imprint, but I have it on Shift 1 because it's fast to use. So Shift 1 onto the surface and also cut this surface. Perfect. So delete those curves and combine those sheets into one piece. Perfect. So now what we can do is, because we have here two edges, we can with Shift B or bridge edges. And guys, I really recommend you more than anything else, create shortcuts for the most used commands in surface modeling. So bridge edge, imprint, delete redundant topology. Again, everything in my PDF, because it's literally, you can work 10 times faster, because right now it's just bam, Shift B, voila, we have an awesome curve. So let's adjust it a little bit. So press D to make the tension a little bit smaller. So we have a nice curvature, and do the same here. Bam, Shift B or bridge edge, and also adjust here a little bit the tension, because now guys, magic. If we now select all of those edges here and patch it and press tab, you see we get what we got before, but now we can shift click at this guiding line and this one here, because this will enable us now to use here G2, what was not possible before, and let it load for a second. Press OK guys, and look, if you bring this curves into BC and we go back to our zebra, look guys, we have now a much, look, it's perfectly smooth, like it looks absolutely beautiful, and we don't have any, look, it just looks beautiful. And look, also here, it looks so much smoother. It's still not perfect, yes, but not to go too crazy here in this little tutorial. This will be already absolutely more than fine. Delete those faces, select it, Control D, delete redundant topology. So if we bring back our guy and we bring this over, you see, but this guy definitely does not see. So what we have to do, we have to give him his vision back. So select this edge and just extrude that a little bit. So yeah, you can extrude that, you see, but the thing is, it does not go around. So again, if you want to learn how to do that, everything in my Plasticity Pro membership. And let's again, so extrude this a little bit and create a spline curve. And let's here just cut this nice little piece out. Shift A, create here a straight line. And again, a nice spline curve, which goes like that. And just adjust. So it's a little bit hard to see maybe here on YouTube, but here we have here this curve, which we can join, and also select those points here and give it a nice little fillet here or bevel, and press C and cut our surface. And that is good process what we are doing here. And put this curve into a CC group and put this curve into CC cutting curve. And you see, looks, we have a little bit of intersection, and which we don't want, so we can adjust it here. Very simple. Select the surface, press S for scale and F for freestyle, and go to this edge, drag it out a little bit. And now you see, if we drag it out again, we can adjust it and scale it from this edge, which is perfect because then we still have continuity. But here I just want to make it a tiny bit larger. And guys, look what we have. So if we bring that on the other side and right click and join it, then we can also give it here a little bit of thickness. And from here you have a beautiful solid, and you can add details and here this thing, holding thing for the ears. And you have a nice, perfectly attached mask to a real world object. And by the way, if you like what you see and you're interested in learning much more about this whole topic of surface modeling, I have a huge course about surface modeling where we will create from scratch this whole helmet. And yeah, you will learn everything about advanced modeling techniques, and 100% we will do everything with surface techniques. And yeah, first link in the description, you can check it out. Here you have all of the information, and it's not just the surface modeling, but as a bonus, a huge section about the whole theory and fundamentals about surface modeling, what tangency, G1, G0, G2 is, because yeah, a lot of people doesn't know it. So check out first link in the description if you want to learn how to create this absolute beautiful surface transitions. If you just want to learn the super high quality workflows and techniques, because literally there is no one at this moment on point in time 2023 who is doing even close that kind of quality, which is this course. Here you also have some testimonials you can go through and completely FAQ. So all of your questions should be answered. First link in the description. I'm super looking forward maybe to see you in there and teach you more about the beauty of surface modeling. Have a nice day. Bye.